Hi there, my name is Sandra Zamudio and I'm an adjunct career counselor at College of the Canyons. This video is going to cover the first step of the career exploration process, answering the question, who am I? And going over career assessments that the college offers and that you can take that help answer that question as well. It's important to note that the steps of the career exploration process don't necessarily need to go in order. And if you want an overview of all the steps, make sure to check out our career exploration overview video. The reason the career assessments and self-exploration step is first is because it's all about you and discovering your own interests, values, personality traits, and skills. And once these are identified, it's easier to make meaningful connections with career options and decisions. Career assessments help to answer the following questions. What do I like to do? Those are your interests. How do I experience the world and what are my preferences? This would be your personality type. What motivates me to work and what qualities do I need to feel satisfied in a career? That would be your work values. And what do I do well? This is a skill set or what you feel like you're good at. And this can always improve. It's important to note that you can always get better at a skill. So it's great to identify the skills that you have now so you can figure out how to apply that to future careers that you might be interested in. And it's also important to know what areas can be improved and what areas in specific careers that you would need to improve to make you more competitive down the road when you're applying to these type of jobs. So we have these assessments that help identify each of these. If you're new to career assessments, a great place to start is Career Journey. This career exploration tool, so this is Career Journey here, is easy to navigate and allows you to explore your interests, skills, confidence, and values and jobs associated with that right away. So you don't have to wait. You can get started right now. You can get started today. So what I'm going to do is hop over to our website here, and you would go to Student Services, Counseling, Continuing Students, and then Career Journey. And the information is here for you to create your account and get started with these assessments. So once you follow these steps, make sure to use that J code. You'll be able to log in, and I'm actually going to log in to my account so I can show you what that looks like. So I'll log in here. And then once you have your own account, you'll see the same thing that I'm looking at now. So there's 3 assessments here and they're fairly quick, fairly simple. You just go in, respond to each of the answers. And once you're done, you can start looking at your top 5 pathways in relation to interests, in relation to skills, competence, and then your top work values as well. And start clicking around, having fun with it, and exploring what those suggestions are. So at College of the Canyons, we also offer more in-depth career assessments. That would be the Myers-Briggs type indicator, so that's this one over here, and the strong interest inventory, which is this graphic here. These assessments take more time to complete and require meeting with the counselor in order to interpret your results. Once you meet with the career counselor, they can share the directions for you to take those assessments. So if you want to dig deeper into career assessments, these would be the right assessments for you. Okay, so then we'll go much deeper into personality type, and it's much more specific to you and your preferences as well as interest. The good news is, like I said, you don't have to wait. You can get started now. Even after this video ends, go on to Career Journey and get started. You can begin by taking Career Journey. And if you decide to take assessments, there are some guidelines to consider. First is that career assessments are not exams or tests. So you're not going to be graded and you're not going to fail, and there's no wrong answers when doing this. All the answers that you answer are right because it's coming from you and you're being honest. Okay. Assessments don't measure skill. They don't measure intelligence, emotional, or health levels. when you take these assessments, you want to try to filter out outside messages about who you should be, who you have to be, those type of things. Because assessment's all about you. And sometimes we have those external influences that are telling us like, you should go into this field, or I think you're really good at this. And that's great, but the assessment is for us. So you want to be as honest as possible and try to block out those filters that are telling us these messages. Be honest about your true interests and natural preferences. So it's important to be honest so we can get the most accurate results, but that's most true to you. Don't worry about inconsistent responses. So sometimes you'll come across a question and you'll say, well, this isn't how I answered it on the last question. And that's okay. We want to take each question one at a time and not worry about the inconsistency between the answers. Take assessments in a relatively quiet and stress-free environment. Okay, so you don't want to have lots of distractions and be stressed out when you're taking that assessment. Kind of like when you're in a class and you're taking a test, right? It's the same idea. You don't want to absorb that stress and then it kind of gets reflected in your results. And ultimately, you get to decide if the results are accurate or not. Just because it's on an assessment, it's on a report, doesn't mean it's the end all be all and you have to stick to that. You get to decide if it's something that's going to work for you, if you like the careers that are suggested and if you're going to pursue those. You can always schedule an appointment with the counselor to discuss your results and continue the conversation. So if you get started with Career Journey today and you take the assessment and you want to discuss it, please feel free to schedule an appointment with the counselor so we can talk about that. And if need be, we can move on to further career assessments like the Myers-Briggs type or strong interest inventory. Whether you're using career assessments to help you get connected to careers and find a major, or to confirm that the major you've selected is a good fit for you based off what we've talked about, I hope you get started with these and have fun with it. Okay, thanks for watching.